Yes. Hello, hello, hello. I took a big, deep inhale because I felt like that was needed. But I'm so excited that you're joining me for today's video. Welcome back to this channel. I am Lani G, the CEO and founder of Loving the Journey, and I am a spiritual mentor and intuitive healer for Black women. And so I think you're here because you are a Black woman that is needing to learn how to heal yourself and live liberated. And if so, you are in the right place. Me and Viola are here to welcome you. Viola is my beautiful plant, one of my beautiful plant babies. And today, as you can see by the title, we are talking about challenging your belief systems, which is, I believe, one of the most powerful and, transformational ways that we can heal. And I think it's also the beginning of your healing journey. It's a really good thing to do as you start. And I say that because it's one of the things that helped me to start my healing journey. I started to question things. And we're going to talk today about why that process can be so difficult, why it ends up being so scary, and why a lot of us end up just not challenging anything at all, therefore not allowing ourselves to evolve. And so, I share a lot of what I, have gone through in my own healing journey. One moment, sorry. I just had to, check something real quick. But I feel that it's important for us to do this work because it is what is going, like when we challenge ourselves, we allow ourselves to grow. I am definitely a person that loves to debate. I love to, go not tit for tat, but I could go tit for tat to be like, let's challenge that. And so in my own healing journey, it was very important for me to also be on the other end of that, of being like, let's question this, let's challenge that. And so I want to start with talking about our core beliefs and what I believe, builds that up, which is basically our belief system. And I talk about this in my mentorship program, the Get Your Together program, which is a 3-month mentorship, spiritual mentorship program for Black women that are ready to get started or healing, ready to get started or restarted on their healing journey. So if that's you, the link is always going to be below for you to apply for the program. We get started in January, which is so close. January 17th, we actually get started for this cohort, and I'm so excited for it. And so what we do to start off the program, the first month of the program is focused on reevaluating your belief systems and, figuring out what it is that you truly believe, because what you believe impacts how you show up in your day-to-day. And so a lot of us are walking around with beliefs and having these strong belief systems that no longer resonate with us, but we're still moving in alignment with those beliefs, because the bottom line is that you are going to act in alignment with what you believe. You can say one thing and believe another. And we are shown this is very evident to us when we look at how we react in certain situations, right? You can say, I know I deserve the best. I believe I deserve the best. But what your actions say is you settle for less. You, in general, don't allow yourself to receive more. And, you just question your own worth. So do you actually believe you deserve the best? And so what we do in the program is to break down, what do you truly believe? And when you decide, and when you uncover that belief, are you going to decide to say this belief still resonates with me, or I would like to choose a new belief? And we work through the process of how you can retrain your mind and your body and your soul to believe something new. So if that's something that you're interested in, sis, definitely apply, because it's going to be a vibe. All right. So we're talking about why it's so scary. So, a lot of my clients, and myself included, we were raised religiously, whether that was raised in the Christian church or, I've had clients that were Jehovah's Witnesses. A lot of Black American women, which tend to be most of my clients, were raised with a religious upbringing. Just in general, were raised in the church. Even if you didn't go to church every Sunday, your mama or your daddy was out here quoting the Bible and, using that to be the pillar of your belief systems. And so when we are raised in the church, you don't really have room to question anything. It's more so like, this is what it is. Okay, we're going to believe this. And there is no wait, what does that mean? Or, there's no really no room for interpretation. And so when we are, learning to heal ourselves and starting to uncover, okay, have I been believing this just because it's been out of habit and tradition? Or do I really believe this as true for me? One of the main things that has been a challenge for myself and my clients is this idea of releasing that foundation, which is really what it's been for you. And that's one of the first things you need to acknowledge is like, what has your belief system, how has it been your foundation? And also recognizing how difficult it is to release your old foundation. Because if you're thinking about you building a house, you built a house, right? We always talk about having the foundation be very strong, not it being something that can be washed away very easily. And so when you have this seemingly strong foundation that you are now starting to question, when you question that, you start to question everything. And this is when we get into the part of the journey where we're like kind of having existential crises, and we're just like, is anything real? Like, what is my foundation? What can I believe? Like, if this is not true for me anymore, what is true? And you just start to question everything. And that can bring about a lot of fear because you start to doubt yourself. You start to say, if I believe that, like, you start to think less of yourself. You start to just not believe that you are, somebody that can make the right decision, right? I, for one, definitely, especially growing up in the church, struggled with this punishment, feeling like I'm going to be punished at all times by God, the universe, somebody gonna punish me for my decisions. Because growing up in the church, that's pretty much what I was taught. If you sin, God gonna strike you down, okay? And so I really, really have had to do a lot of work and continue to do a lot of work to affirm myself that there is no good or bad decision in the grand scheme of my life. It is more so about what is the best decision for me at that time. Is this a good decision for me right now? Is this a bad decision for me right now? Is this going to serve me ultimately? And so that's what I help my clients to do, is to really figure out how to make those life-changing decisions that are for your betterment and for transforming you into the person that you actually desire to be, not this person that you feel like you should be based on what you used to believe. And so step one, y'all know I always got my notes because I want to stay on track. Okay. So step one in your spiritual development is, again, I believe the most powerful, part of your healing. Step one is being willing to challenge what you currently believe and being open to redefining your truth. So ultimately, it's about allowing yourself to evolve. We do not have to believe what we used to believe. We do not have to agree with what we said yesterday. And I think a lot of us, especially with cancel culture, we cancel ourselves because we're like, well, you said you believed this yesterday. And today, now you're trying to say you don't believe that no more? Like, you a fraud, you a switch, you a liar, all these things, all the voices come up in your mind. And these could have been voices from family or people just in general. Like, we see how the world treats people that change their minds. Like, people don't really like it. We don't like people. Like, if you say you're this, you're in this box now. Like, if you vote Republican, you're in this box now. And then if you vote Democrat, you're in this box now. And there's like my neighbor walking around and there's a dog. Oh my God. I just, of course the dog is going to stop right here to me. Oh, and it's looking dead at me, y'all. That's so funny. Hi. So yeah, so I think, and the dog, oh my God, the dog is looking at me and peeing. I love life, okay? But anyway, I don't even remember what I was saying, but ultimately we have to allow ourselves to evolve. We have to allow ourselves to say, I did believe that yesterday. I did believe that last year. And now I believe this. And the more that we can do that with ourselves, the more that we can do that with other people. It's really about extending grace and understanding. That's one of the most, like I say, everything is the most powerful, but like it's really a lot of key things that we need along this spiritual journey. And I do believe that allowing yourself to evolve it and comparing that with having a great amount of understanding and grace for yourself, extending that towards yourself is going to be transformational in your healing journey, because you will always be evolving. You will always be learning something new. And just because you learn something new, it doesn't mean that you are flip-floppy, wishy-washy. You are just evolving, and that's okay. And so your first step today, y'all know I like to do the call to action at the end. What you can do today to start this journey, to start this process for yourself of challenging your belief systems, is asking yourself this question. What have you been questioning lately, but haven't sat down to process, right? So have you been, like you had that little thought in your mind, like, I don't know if I really like that, or I don't know if I really believe that, or like you hanging around certain people, and you're like, I don't really know if I like hanging around with them no more, but I guess I should still do it because we've been friends for so long, or whatever. What have you been questioning? What has been that little gnat in your ear, like that's like you can't snatch it up? It's just going, buzzing back and forth, that you have not sat down to address. This is something that you can journal about today. You can do a video journal. I like to talk sometimes. I talk to myself, You can do literally write it out in your physical journal, and you can just process this. And this is something that you can do over and over and over again, because there will be a gnat that's going to come back over and over and over again. It may not be about the same thing, but it will always be about something that you need to address. So allow yourself to address that. Allow yourself to question it. Allow yourself to see, what is the other side of this that I can, work through. Okay, so that is what you can do to get started. And you can also, if you're wanting somebody to work with you on this process of challenging your belief systems, you can you can apply for my Get Your Together program, and I can help you get your together, sis. Okay, I've shared in multiple videos before that this program is a powerful, life-changing, guaranteed, if you commit to your own liberation, you will change your life with this program. And so it's going to be very impactful for you if you are craving community along your healing journey, and you're really craving some guidance on what it is that you need to be doing that's specific to you. Because we have a lot of, insight and advice on these internets, but it's sometimes you just need that personal one-on-one support. And I'm here to offer that support to you. And I promise you, the spaces I create are safe and sacred for us Black women to be vulnerable and be held in our vulnerability. And so if that's what you're looking for, definitely click the link below to check out more details about the program and to submit your application, because I would love to review your application, and I would love the opportunity to work with you and to support you. So if that's what you're looking for, definitely let me know. And if you have any questions about this topic in general, you can leave them in the comments, and I will probably address them in a future video, or address them in a way that is most beneficial to my audience. So again, thank you for watching this video. Make sure you give it a like if this is content that you found valuable, so that YouTube knows this is valuable content. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you turn on the post bell notification so you know when I post future videos, and just stay in community with me. Subscribe to my email list so you can get more. If you like reading, I love sharing my little blogs and my little, I'm very good communicating in all different forms. So if you want to receive that, definitely just check out the links below, see how you can get involved and stay in community with me on a more intimate level. And I will see you in the next video, sis. I hope you continue to love your journey. Okay, peace.